What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys all about the differences between animal-based and plant-based protein powders. And when I talk about animal-based protein powders in this video, I'm going to mostly be referencing whey and casein because these are the two most popular and well-known animal-based protein powders. And everything in the animal-based category has been very widely and extensively used and researched. So there's definitely a lot of data available on these two options, whereas with the plant-based protein powders, these are more of a newer development and therefore have not been studied as extensively. So there is slightly less data available for these, but the trends are just catching on to them just recently, and there is coming out with more and more data that's showing that these plant-based protein powders can be just as effective as animal-based protein powders. So in this video, I'm just going to compare and contrast both of them for you guys, just in case you're curious about what the differences are. And I really want you to be able to make a choice to see which one is going to be best for you and to reach your fitness goals. So let's get right into this video. So first off in this video, I want to talk to you guys about the animal-based protein category. I'm going to be referencing whey protein the most in this section just because of how widely used it is. It's something that I'm pretty sure that all of us can relate to because we all have experience using whey protein. So according to a Healthline article entitled Whey Protein 101, The Ultimate Beginner's Guide, whey protein contains a high concentration of BCAAs as well as all 9 essential amino acids. So this is one of the reasons why it is so widely used, is because it can fill that entire amino acid profile that we need in order to support muscle protein synthesis and to build more lean muscle mass. And in case you don't know what whey comes from, it's the watery portion of milk that is created during the cheese production process. And as I said before, it has been found to have high concentrations of protein. But strangely enough, this wasn't realized in the beginning, so they would just throw this portion out. But eventually they caught on to how much protein that was in this, and they realized how widely used it could start to become. So that's kind of a little bit of history on whey protein. All right, so if you guys are familiar with whey protein powder, then you'll know that there are 3 main types of whey protein. According to the Whey Protein Institute, they are broken up into the percentages of protein and the percentages of fat that they all contain. So first of all, we have whey protein concentrate, which generally has about 80% protein with 1 to 9% fat. Next up, we have whey protein isolate, which is the highest concentrated protein, and it's in its purest form in isolate, and it contains 90 to 95% protein and 1/2 to 1% fat. And last of all, we have hydrolyzed whey protein, which is actually broken up into smaller protein chains known as peptides. And this makes it easier for the body to digest compared to the first 2 types of whey protein. And this one usually contains 80 to 90% protein with 1/2 to 8% fat. And as far as casein goes, it is just another byproduct of milk. And it is a slower digesting protein than whey is, so that's one of the reasons why it's not as widely used as whey protein, but they are both good options if you're interested in building lean muscle mass. Alright, so next off I want to talk about the plant-based protein powder with you guys. So according to an article on Livestrong.com, the main sources for plant-based protein powder are pea, hemp, soy, and rice. There are many others, but these are just some of the most widely used forms of protein because these specific plants contain high concentrations of protein and often are blended together. So if you buy a plant-based protein powder, oftentimes it's going to have more than one source of plant protein within it. And the thing about plant-based protein powders is they are not as extensively researched or used as I had said before. But one of the positive sides to these are that they don't have the lactose side effects that may be associated with whey protein that some people, including myself, have experienced. So it can be found that vegan protein powders are definitely a strong alternative to whey without having the side effects. I'm sure some of you guys may be wondering whether or not vegan or plant-based protein powder is a viable alternative to whey. And to back this up, I'm going to reference a PubMed study that took 161 men aged 18 to 35 years old and put them on a 12-week training program divided up into 3 groups. One group was given whey protein powder, the second was given a pea protein powder, and the third was given a placebo effect. And the purpose of this was to determine whether or not pea protein or just vegan protein in general was a good alternative as far as muscle building and strength were concerned as whey or animal-based protein would be. So before and after this study, the muscle thickness and strength was measured. And what was found was that in both protein groups, the muscle strength and thickness had increased when compared to the placebo effect. But interestingly enough, the effects of the whey group with the pea group did not really contrast that much. So the conclusion was that whey protein and pea protein are both very good options for building muscle. And since there wasn't a lot of difference found in the study between these two groups, this shows us that both sources of protein really will help to build muscle regardless of where their source really is. So ultimately, this is really going to be based off of your decision, what's going to be best for you. So if you're someone who has allergies to lactose, then whey is probably not going to be the best option for you. You might want to start to check out the vegan section of protein instead. So the main reason I wanted to make this video for you guys today was because I had been using whey protein for pretty much the entire length of time that I had been training. Up until about a month ago, I decided to switch to a vegan protein powder just to see how it would really compare training-wise and muscle building-wise to whey. And it really surprised me that I was able to still keep making gains in the gym and feeling great while not having to take whey. And this was surprising because I had generally thought that plant-based protein powder wasn't as effective at building muscle as whey would. But as what the study had really proven to us was that that's not true. You can still build muscle with plant-based protein powder or vegan-based protein powder just as well, if not even better than you could with whey protein powder. So if you guys are shopping for a whey protein powder or a vegan protein powder, then I'd recommend that you get it from a trustworthy source, somewhere that is a good reputation for providing a high quality protein source. And generally speaking, plant-based protein powders a lot of the time are going to have a lower protein concentration, but this is all depending on the brand. So as I said before, you have to look for a source that you trust that provides the product that you guys are really looking for. So I hope this video really encouraged you guys to think about your training and your diet options, and just realize that just because we've been doing something for our entire length of time we've been training, or even generations before us, does not necessarily mean that it has been the best or most effective way at building muscle. So I really hope you guys found this video helpful. And by the way, this video is not sponsored. If you're interested in checking out either of the protein powders that I had in this video, then they are both available on Amazon. At least they were last time I checked, so you might want to check those out. I could both say that they are both good alternatives. And just one last note, I would like to say that if you are not someone who likes the taste of vegetables very much, then the vegan protein powders are probably not going to be the best option just to drink alone, but they will be great to mix into a smoothie or a bowl of oatmeal or something like this. But one of the also reasons why people prefer whey is just because of the taste, so this is definitely something that you'll want to take into consideration before you make any purchases. So if you guys made it to the end of the video, I appreciate it. I thank you guys for watching again. I hope you found this video helpful. All the sources are linked down in the description just in case you're interested in taking a look at them. So if you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, and share. And also be sure to subscribe to this channel if you're interested in more content like this. I'll be sure to talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.